Yes, we have already seen that how we can write down a regular expression for a language, and we have practiced a lot to write down a regular expression. Today we will see that how a regular expression can be converted into a finite state automata. We'll be directly converting a regular expression into a finite state automata, though there are different steps that how we can convert a regular expression into a finite state automata. But we have already seen that how we can convert an NFA into a DFA, plus how E moves can be removed from NFA. So the easiest way to convert a regular expression into a finite state automata is, the easiest way is that first the regular expression is converted into an NFA with epsilon moves. Then this epsilon is eliminated. We get an NFA, and after this NFA is converted into a DFA. So this conversion of removing of E moves and this conversion of NFA to DFA, we have already devoted a lot of time on this thing, that how we can convert, remove epsilon from an NFA, how NFA can be converted into a DFA. So today we will focus on that how we can write down a regular expression into a DFA, or if required, we will use epsilon. If required, we will convert it into an NFA. But we will try to solve the things directly, that how regular expression can be converted into a finite state automata, that is a deterministic finite automata. The task is not so simple, but we'll try to explain it in simpler terms, and slowly as the lecture proceeds, in next lecture we'll be focusing on more typical numericals. We will start with very basic numericals today. So as we started with the properties of the regular expression, so let's say that the first question is regular expression is equals to null. Null means that it does not accept anything. Null means it does not accept anything. Everything is null, means nothing can be accepted. कुछ भी accept नहीं कर रहा है. null का मतलब क्या है? कुछ भी accept नहीं कर रहा है. तो कुछ भी में कुछ भी नहीं आ सकता, epsilon भी नहीं आ सकता. So that is means null set, खाली set. So what is the regular expression for this null? So we have to remember that regular expression is an expression and automata is a diagram with state diagrams. So null means nothing is accepted. If nothing is accepted, it means that there is no final state. तो इसका क्या होगा? सिर्फ एक स्टेट, इनिशियल स्टेट, उस पर कोई इनपुट नहीं है और कोई फाइनल स्टेट नहीं है. So this is the automata. Why this is the automata? Because there is no final state. So when there is no final state, then nothing is accepted. So this is the automata for regular expression for null. Similarly, if we have to write down a regular expression is epsilon, and we have to draw an automata for this. So what does this says? That it accepts only one thing, and the thing which it accepts is null. तो खाली null accept कर रहा है. तो एक state Q0 starting हुई, null मिला और वो accept हो गया. This becomes the final state also. So we can draw this thing with this. That this is the single state. It accepts null. So because it is accepting null, it becomes the final state also. Now, third automata, if we say that regular expression is equals to A. Now this is the basic expression for any input terminal. And how do we solve this? Now, the solution of this is very important. There are two ways to solve this. We say that there is a starting state Q0. And for all the questions, all the numericals, we have to remember one thing, that we will consider it as a single terminal of the expression. And whatever regular expression we get, we change the state and we go to the new state. And then we write down the regular expression on this. Over here, it is a single terminal. So we say that as soon as A comes, we move from one state to another state, and this A should be accepted. And only one single A is accepted. There is no recursion, something like this. Only this single A is accepted. This is an expression which accepts only single A. We start the state and we say only this single A is accepted. So this is the automata for regular expression is equals to A. And this concept we have to use for whatsoever the regular expression is there in the question. We will be seeing it now, slowly and slowly. Now suppose if the regular expression is A plus B. So how to convert this into an automata? We assume it that this is a simple single one regular expression. Let's say it X. A plus B is a single one regular expression. Let's say it X. So we make a state, one state, we make another state, and we make this state as a final state, and we write X over here. That because we know this thing, we have already seen in the point number 3 that when X comes, we move from one state to another state, and the state is accepted. Now, slowly and slowly, we start breaking this X. Now, what is this X basically? What is this X basically? We write it like this, that this X is basically A plus B. So this A plus B gives us a picture that this plus represents parallel path. This A is one automata and B is another automata, and these two automatas are joined together and they are on the parallel path. So what do? Is we say, okay, this is one automata which is accepting A. This is another automata which is accepting B. Okay, and we say that these two automatas have to join together. So there are different, these are two different automatas we say, and we say that these are two automatas which have to be joined together. So there are different approaches to join them. We can directly join them, and if we are stuck somewhere, we are not able to join them directly. So how do we join them? We join them by using an epsilon. How do we use an epsilon in this case? Though we started by saying that we will not be using epsilon, but to give you a more clear picture, let's use epsilon to join them. If this is A, this is B, and this is an automata which represents A, this is an automata which represents B, then how does these two join together? We make another initial state, and we say that for epsilon it is moving to these states. We make a new final state, and we say that for epsilon it returns back to this. So this automata is a regular expression, is a representation for, we can name these states Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and Q5. So this is a representation for A plus B with epsilon. But even if we have to do the same thing without epsilon, how can we do the same thing without epsilon? What we wrote, that in this arrow, there should be two states A plus B, and both are parallel paths. So parallel path means one path is this, another path is this. Both are parallel path. On one path A should come, on another path B should come, and getting both we reach to the final state. So this becomes the final state, and this is the initial state starting with an empty arrow. So this becomes the the finite automata to represent A plus B. This represents A plus B. Similarly, if we take, let's move to the new page. Similarly, if we take a regular expression for concatenation, concatenation means A dot B. Now, what does this A dot B means? That first A will come, then B will come. So let's again represent it as a single regular expression, and we draw an automata, putting it X, Q0, Q1, and this is final state, where this X represents A, B. So this is the automata A, B. And what does this automata tell us? That first A should come, then B should come, and then we should reach to the final state. This is what the automata is saying, that first A should come, then B should come. So let's break it down. First A should come. A is near to Q0. A is near to Q0. So we'll introduce a state, more new state, which is near to Q0, and A is coming. And B is near to Q1. It says when B comes, we should reach to the final state. So let's say that when B comes, we reach to the final state. So label it as Q2. We put a new state Q1, and this becomes the final state. So this becomes the automata. And instead of putting it on a slanting way, this can be drawn very simply like this. You can draw it in a very simple way that first A comes, then B comes, and we reaches to the final state. This is the first state, Q0, Q1, Q2. So this becomes an automata for A dot B. This becomes a regular expression for A dot B, which is concatenation that first A will come, then B will come.